Ever wish you could speak a little bit more clearly during your training? Want more people to understand you? Stick around for this video where we cover 4 tips that will help you to improve your speaking ability. Tip number 1, speak slower. If you are racing ahead, if your tongue is lashing and it's not slowing down, people will not understand a word you say. If I was to speak in my normal patter, as if I was to go on as if I was talking to someone from Dublin every day, this would become very, very messy and you wouldn't understand a single word that I'm saying. Whereas if I slow down, it makes it much, much easier for you to understand me and get the message of what I'm trying to put across. So the first things first, speak slower. Aim for about 110 to 150 words per minute, which is the average. Tip number 2. Hit the last letter of every word. It's extremely important to make sure that you're communicating what each word is in the way that it needs to be communicated. If you run words together, you run the risk of confusing people. They're already falling behind trying to figure out what you've said already as opposed to what you're now currently saying or what you've expanded on since saying that word. So again, using words like last night. If I say last night, that's okay, a lot of people will understand I'm talking about last night. But ultimately speaking, over the phone, in a WebEx communication or an online training, there can be distortions, there can be other things that are blocking clear communication. Don't let that be the thing that you put out there. So tip number 3, record your speech. Record, reflect, correct. It is extremely important to practice, to listen to your own voice. Many of the problems we all have is we don't sound like we think we sound inside our own head. So again, listen to your own voice. Become familiar with the things that are happening over and over again. Phrases that you're using constantly and consistently throughout your trainings or throughout your speeches that are going to cause you to stumble or sound a little less clear, that people are nearly going to focus on instead of the actual message that you're trying to get across. So focus on those things. Again, review your own work before you put it out there to the public. It's much, much better to at least have an understanding of how you speak and maybe certain things that you need to fix in your speech patterns before you speak to a wider audience. Tip number 4, maintain a strong posture. It's really important that when we stand up and we talk, or when we sit down and we talk, we do it in such a way that our voice will carry. Tension is not something that will help your voice to be clearer. It is not something that will help you to speak clearer. If I straighten out my neck like this, there's already tension in my neck, which makes it very, very hard for me to speak clearly. Just as if I sit back or sit down and crunch up really small, everything becomes more muffled. So you want to sit, relax your shoulders. None of this shoulders back, chest out thing that everyone talks about, that's tension. You don't need tension when you are trying to speak clearly. You need to be relaxed. You need to be comfortable. So again, think of ways that can help you do that. How do I relax my posture? Take a deep breath. Blow it out. Shake your hands loose. Shake your head, your neck loose for a few minutes. Get comfortable in your own body. Feel how your voice changes based on the posture that you have. If you feel that you're in an uncomfortable posture and your voice is starting to flag, or your message is not as clear as it should be, then you really, really need to correct your posture. You need to look at a way to fix that. So fix it. How we stand is how we project ourselves and also our message out there. So there you have it. 4 tips to speak more clearly. If you like this content, make sure to hit the like button and also hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of our content. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to you in the next one.